Time for tea, Jenny.
Not hungry, thank you.
I have to get back, you see. Clean it up, please, Owen. You put your mark on that one. Come on, Owen, joke over, finish your tea. Jenny?
No wonder why you don't get no visitors.
Everyone knows Jenny, don't they?
What's up? Did I give you the pip?
Will you excuse me?
You have to wait till we've all finished.
Yeah.
I think we should give Jenny a chance to get used to you lot.
Oh.
May I go to my own room?
Cool.
Not fair.
May I get to my own room?
Too late.
You missed tea.
I ate yours.
Oh, God. Sorry, I forgot Pat had gone. Sorry.
I came today.
I've been out all day. I'm Susan Ryan.
Jenny, Barbara.
Well, Well, nice to meet you. I've had my first period. I'm a woman!
That's wonderful.
Isn't it? I'm 13 and a half. I thought it'd never happen. I thought it was something about being in care, you know. I'm sure they put something in the cornflakes. What are you in for?
My mother's dead.
I hope mine is. You're supposed to feel awful, aren't you? I feel terrific. Terrific! Well, I kept getting this pricking. Well, more like a tingling feeling, really, in my breasts all day. And suddenly in the park, terrific. Have you had yours? How old are you?
14.
When did you have it? You mean she's just died? Oh. Oh.
On Friday. I was away for the weekend. She got mixed up over how many sleeping pills she'd taken. She tried to phone, but it was too late.
So naturally you were brought to this assessment centre. And you're only here until we, your school, everybody involved, work out together where would be the best place for you to go.
But I'm afraid whatever happens, you're stuck with me as your social worker. Call this number and ask for Liz when you need me. Would you like me to come back later, Jenny?
No, it's all right.
You've no relatives living in the area?
There's only my grandfather in Edinburgh.
And he's not too well.
He had a stroke.
Was your mother in contact with your father?
They're divorced. I haven't seen him since I was 6.
Destroy them at once.
No blackcurrants. Destroy
Don't
them.
call them slob. What are you calling slob, slag?
Oh, I remember this.
Am I square, long, all round? Square. You cannot change your basic shape, of course, but you can camouflage those annoying defects.
You done this?
How many 1 centimetre cubes can you fit into a 2 centimetre cube?
2.
No,
It must be. I made the cubes at school from square paper.
I'm afraid you can't have done. 2 cubed is 8. You can fit in 8 1 centimetre cubes. Now, they want the square of that answer.
8 times 8.
Right.
Do you think I've camouflaged those annoying defects?
You should try for a job in the circus.
Shut your face. That's a load of rubbish.
I think you have a round face.
I know what sort of face I've got. What school do you go to?
Priors.
Oh, good. Uniform and that. You going tomorrow?
I'm not going back yet. I'm seeing my social worker tomorrow. What does she do?
Bugger all.
She decides what happens to you.
How can she? She knows nothing about me.
She knows everything, mate. It's all on file.
School rules.
Wayne, stop that racket.
I've been here 6 months.
I'm only here temporarily.
You don't know nothing, do you?
It's getting worse for long-termers. They closed a home down the road last week. The good places you have to be Jesus Christ to get into. There's a second-hand store course. Fostering. Susan has a lovely personality, but can be a bit difficult at times. People want something young and cuddly, Not revolting teenagers. That's why people can hang on here. Or finish in the lockup.
They can lock you up.
They can do what they like with you. You're in care, mate.
But I haven't done anything.
You will. I was in a Catholic boarding school once. They had a punishment room there. It was always cold. Let Dracula see herself.
God! How'd you do it? I used to watch my mother.
Victor, you're so sexy.
Get off.
I'm beautiful.
I can see to everything if you like. It's the other way.
Hello, Mr. Potter. Hello.
Was he yours?
Next door's. Mummy hated cats. But you used to creep in occasionally, didn't you? Oh. You have a key. Someone's been through things.
The police.
Why?
They always do when it happens suddenly. You know there's to be an inquest.
An inquest?
To establish the cause of death.
But they know what happened.
It's official procedure, I'm afraid. They have to go through with it. Was your mother happy?
That's what the police asked.
What did you say?
She was ever so happy. She was just going to open a shop. Things were going ever so well.
It's good to cry.
I cried enough. I'm frightened to cry anymore.
Why?
I shall cry myself to pieces. It's Stephen, an old friend of Mummy's. I don't want to see him here.
Do you want him to come to Earl's Lane?
Yes, if he wants. I saw him at the weekend. She phoned him. He found her.
Carry your bags, Daddy.
I can manage, thank you.
Lend us a quid.
£100 to lend you, I'm afraid.
Knackers, you're loaded. Your mother left you a fortune.
That is not true. Now, please go away.
Hey,
Come on, bloody hell. That's all we need. Triffins.
Someone's taken my hairbrush. It's silver. It was my mother's.
Go away.
Please help me. I've looked everywhere.
Where are you going?
To tell them, the staff.
You can't do that.
Why not? I know who's taken it.
Who?
Owen.
Did you see him? You haven't got a clean pair of knickers I can borrow, have you?
Who do you think I am? Sean Taylor?
You know, Solo. You always know.
I'll pursue my inquiries. It'll cost you.
That's the bus. Nothing escapes you, Mike, does it?
No.
Tell him I'm having a pee.
Can't you come?
Swap it then. Go on. How much?
£5.
Leave it out. Where am I going to get a £5 from? They've cut my pocket money for smashing that window. I'm broke.
She ain't.
She is, honest. I know how much she's got, because I borrowed it off her to pay back Doreen. She's just lost her bleeding mother, ain't she?
Who hasn't?
Where's your briefcase?
I had to sell it because I've got no money. Oh, I can't go in this sweater.
What's wrong with it?
It's horrible. Let me go back and change it, please. I'll be 1 minute.
Susan.
Oh, please, Irene.
If you don't get on that bus now, I'll tell it to go. You know what the consequences of that will be.
I'm supposed to be in care, rat thing.
Late again.
No school today.
Everybody out. Let's go to Southend.
Southend, man, and don't stop for the lights.
See you tomorrow.
Doreen, can you shout for me when she does a register?
Ah, it's got this heavy coloured voice, hasn't it?
Oh, it's Ari first. You won't miss me. I'll be back after break.
Where are you bunking off to?
Go on, please. She's as blind as a bleeding bat. I'll let you borrow this sweater.
That sweater?
I'll get you some sweet peanuts.
£half.
Quarter. Okay, half.
you. Thank you. Where did you get it?
I found it. In the lobby.
You paid for it?
Yeah?
How?
Money. Here's what I owe you.
I thought you couldn't smoke in your room.
That's right.
Where did you get it?
I drew it out of the post office.
You shouldn't have done that.
What use is it in the post office?
It gains interest. I don't see what's so funny.
You are. You're funny. Where are you going?
To tell Irene.
What?
I've got it back. I told her it was stolen.
I told you not to do that.
Well, fancy paying for something that belongs to you. I've never heard of anything so ridiculous. Now I'll tell her what happened and you can get your money back.
I don't want it back, you fool.
That's silly.
Don't you realise you have to look after yourself here? They're all cops. They're soft cops, that's all. You tell them and they'll have the police in, and then we're all in trouble, them included.
Excuse me.
I nicked the money from a woman in a supermarket. I lifted her bag. I picked a good one. I got the lift dead right. But then I was so stupid. I nicked a bag of flaming pear drops and was pinched by security. I nearly died. It was horrible. But then I did a weep and slipped him.
You're making it up.
I'm not making it up, you Burke. I did it for you.
I didn't ask you to.
Yes, you did. You did. You came and asked me. You wanted your mother's brush back and I got it for you.
Did you buy that too?
Yeah. Well, you don't know what it's like. You've had things. You've probably got mine in the post office, haven't you?
Building society.
I did it for you.
You did it for yourself.
I didn't! What do you expect me to do? Nick a fiver and give her the rest back? You don't understand anything. All right, tell her. Go on, tell her. You tell her and I'll smash your bloody face in. I'll kill you. Tell her. Go on. Tell her.
Too slow! Add a canned food in. Pow, splat, bam, biff. Biff? What you talking about, Biff? Look out! Behind ya! Oh, useless. Wait till they have to take...
Come in, Jenny, sit down.
I've got my brush.
If you're looking for her ladyship, she's seeing the Queen. She went to London to see the Queen.
You found it? Where?
Under the bed. It slipped down the back of the bed.
You realize I've been questioning people about it?
Yes.
You wanted me to phone the police. I really should have done so immediately. Making accusations is a serious thing, Jenny. We all have to live together here, try and build up some trust. Calling in the police can sweep away weeks of work. Can you see that?
Yes. Yes, I'm awfully sorry.
All right. All right. Somebody returned it, didn't they?
No.
You're telling me the truth? Lock your door in future, Jenny.
You can't come in!
Where were you today?
At school?
Susan.
I was. Check the register. I was at school.
Well, sit down. Look at me, Susan. You've been here nearly 2 months. You know why you're here? So that we can find a suitable foster placement or long stay home. Well, like you, most of the children here have difficult backgrounds. We think the only way you will learn to be responsible is if we try and care for you while keeping rules and restrictions to a minimum. Now, this may lead you to think you can get away with things. And you're perfectly right. To some extent, it is your choice where you go from here. But there is one thing we will not tolerate, and that is stealing. Did you take Jenny's brush?
What?
Jenny's hairbrush.
Is that what she said?
No, she didn't.
She says no, it was lost all the time.
Oh, of course it was. I never took it, honest. Oh, God. I never know what to say when I am telling the truth.
Susan, you've 4 more years in care. Now, that may sound like forever to you, but it feels like tomorrow to me. You must start thinking now of when you have to stand on your own 2 feet. It's more difficult for you than for most adolescents. Because when you're out of care, Susan, you'll be completely on your own.
Yeah. No, you're right, Irene. I do think about that. I know you don't believe me, but I do. It's just being here, isn't it? Never knowing what's going to happen to you. Whether you're going to be here next week or where you be or what.
Your assessment meeting comes up next month.
Oh, that. Which dump shall we put Susan in?
Nobody's thinking of dumps. Far from it.
What are you thinking of, then? There's a place coming up at Northwood Park, is that it? Oh, Irene, it is. Oh, it is.
Susan!
Well, say it's not, then. Go on. Say it's not.
The assessment meeting will decide. And it will think twice about any stable long-term home.
Like Northwood Park.
Why you're not attending school.
Oh, I will attend. Oh, I promise. I will.
All right, all right. Where did you get that sweater?
Do you like it? Borrowed it off Doreen's mum. It's a bit big for me.
Give us a bag, Susan. Don't like low tar.
She looks as though she's just been to a funeral.
She has. Don't joke about it. What, you nicking?
I'm not nicking anything.
You got a job here?
No.
Here. Are they the ones from your room?
Yes,
What are you planting them here for?
so they will grow.
I mean, here. This is the park. You're giving them to the bleeding council. You're bloody crackers. Why don't you plant them round the home? We could do with them there, couldn't we? Brighten the bloody place up a bit.
Because the children would tear them up.
You're all right. They bloody would. You're all right. You didn't tell her then. I've got a place at Northwood Park. There's stereo record players in every room. Fitted carpets, sunken baths. And the officer in charge looks like Rod Stewart. And they don't lock up the bleeding cornflakes. It's where all the good kids go, like you. All the rotten ones finish up in Canfield House, the lock-up. Like me.
Please don't do that. It's every much the right to grow as you have.
Please don't do that. That's where I'm going. Canfield House.
Thought you said you had a place at Northwood.
Yeah. They're only telling me that so I go to school for a few weeks. They're never going to let me go there.
What a silly attitude to take.
What a silly attitude! You know bugger all about it, twit face. They wouldn't even think of me for it. Except for sometimes I can be so bleeding charming. It's painful. Oh, I'm sorry I hurt you. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yes, Irene. One day I will wake up and find myself 18. Yes. Oh, I know there is a different person inside of me. I will try. I will. See what I mean?
It's this way. Come over the railing. But the gate's still open.
Come over the railings, Tweety.
Oi! Hello, darling. I love you. Here is my heart.
You wouldn't know what to do, you slobs.
We can show you. Show her. Yes. Come here. Oi, come here. Go on.
Get off!
Get over.
I think we've torn it. We've really torn it this time.
Look what you've done. It's you, it's not bleeding funny.
It's Knickers. So?
Who are you calling knickers, Y-fronts?
It's a bird by the stream. Oh, that one! Oh, jammed up.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, of course I'm sure.
Yeah, but have we had a positive identification, Constable?
No, sir.
Get on with it, then. Come on, Pete. Come on, Pete.
Yeah, I don't think she's wearing any.
You never been up there, eh?
Oh, what colour are they? Oh, they're big ones. Hey! Sexy! Hey!
Oh, these are knickers in question.
Yeah, there was something else up there, wasn't it? So let me Leave it, Joe. Here, he's jealous. Old Darren's jealous. Look at him.
Hey, you just wants first go, don't you?
Here we go. Let her go.
She's asked for it. We wouldn't know what to do, would we?
He's lost his bottle, hasn't he? You'll get nicked, ain't nothing to do with me.
Ah, you slag. Come here.
Come back, you've forgotten your knickers.
I was nearly raped last night.
Do you want these?
Yeah. Terrific bloke rescued me. Ooh, terrific. Do you know anything about football?
Football?
Oh, piss off.
Come in, Angie! Tin of bacon sarnie, please! 3 sugars!
She'll get it. That's what the cow's paid for. Now varnish, now varnish, now varnish. Have you got your key? It's in somewhere.
I'll find it.
Kids, get in!
Get off!
I'm going to my office.
I just wanted to thank you, that's all. For rescuing me from those yobs. Oh, sorry, I can't. I'm going out Saturday. Sunday? Okay. Fantastic film. Fantastic bit where he... It's Susan, Darren.
Shit!
Nail varnish remover? No, you haven't, have you?
What a mess.
Fancy them selling me a cracked bottle. Will you take it back and change it for me?
Why don't you?
Buggers will say I broke it. No, it don't matter. I'll get Angie to. Didn't like that shade anyway.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?
I don't know. There's bits of me all over the place. My mother couldn't look after me and my brother. But she wouldn't let anyone else at first.
What happened to your mother?
I don't know. We were in a residential nursery. Then 2, 3, maybe 4 homes. We were in one I always remember. It was a small place. A man and his wife ran it. Not like here, when you never know who's on. That came from there. He was lovely, the man. He was so lovely, Mr. Francis. He used to take us for walks down to the stream. And we used to get ever so mucky. That was the best thing. He didn't mind how mucky he got. It was wonderful. He used to laugh. Can't you get any dirtier, Susan? Can't you get any dirtier? And I used to take hold of his hand. I must have been about 7, I think. I used to get ever so jealous if anyone else held his hand. What have you got me onto this for? He used to say to me, one day I'll take you up to Scotland. There's some real dirt up there. And then we were fostered. I don't know why. Suddenly everybody was being fostered. They said we'd be happier. And I don't know why the couple fostered us. They hated dirt. I think they just wanted 2 kids because it was a thing to have. We went with the car and the telly and the garden gnomes. I hated them. I started being a bad girl. I started nicking things. I nicked things from them. And then one day I broke all their garden gnomes. Every one. Sorry.
It's your room.
Who is it?
Susan.
I can't sleep. Can I come in for 5 minutes? Can I have the wall size? Tell me a story. What was your mother like?
She took up the whole of the bed too.
I'm right up against the wall. What did she do?
You have woken me up.
I'm sorry. But this is really good, isn't it?
No, there's no room.
There is if you snuggle up.
I don't want to snuggle up. Go back to your own bed.
Oh, come on. Just a 2-minute snuggle.
Oh, please. I could never sleep with my mother. She was a teacher. There's nothing much to say. Divorced. 38. We did everything together.
Did she have a fella?
They were usually hopeless. Particularly the last one, Stephen. He was a real drip. She gave up teaching nearly 2 years ago, shortly after she'd met him. On Friday night, she opened a bottle of wine and said, "I'm not a teacher anymore." She hadn't told me she was leaving. We always discussed everything. She started to run a market stall called Things of Yesteryear. I said, "You can't call it that. That's awful." She said, "That's the point." It was horrible at first. She wore one of those big aprons with zip pockets for the money, and her hands became red and chapped. She had beautiful hands. She loved it. She was going to open a shop. 2 minutes. Shan't sleep. Never sleep once I've woken up.
In the middle!
Oh, wasn't that close? Wasn't that close? Oh, it's fantastic.
Terrific.
Up, Darren! Keep up!
He didn't recognise me, did he? He's fantastic.
Up, Darren! Keep up! Sort it out! Come on, leave it, huh? Come on, let's have
Come on, Darry!
Yours down!
Darry! He's needed his own net. Come on.
What's wrong?
Come on! Oh, come on, what does it matter? He's a bit feeble.
He's not.
All right.
He's not feeble.
All right, he's not feeble, all right. That was a brilliant goal he scored.
You can be a real shit, can't you? Sorry.
Sorry. Don't open it now. See ya.
Okay.
Park gates tomorrow at 6.
Okay. Oh, God. Oh, God. Haven't done any homework in my bleeding life.
Then it's time you did.
Jenny. Sit down, Jenny. We have to tell you this.
It is likely, we don't know, but it is likely that the inquest will decide your mother committed suicide.
I'm sorry, Jenny. I'm sorry.
The inquest will be public. It'll be in the papers, you see.
Why does it have to be?
She made a mistake with her pills. She phoned you. You told me.
No. No, I made that up. To save all this. I went round on the Saturday because she wrote to me. She posted the letter on Friday night. I didn't tell the police at first. They questioned me again last week after the post-mortem results came through. I had to tell them. Give them the letter.
She was happy. I want to see the letter.
Now is not the time, Jenny.
I want to see it.
Yes.
The police have the original. She asks me to try and explain. It was partly over me.
She didn't care about you.
You'll see what she
She
says in
didn't
the
care
letter.
about you.
Partly over money.
She was going to open a shop.
She was heavily in debt. I lent her a lot. Well, all that doesn't matter.
She says I can take care of myself now. Huh? How can she say that? How can she say that?
Jenny.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
It's
no,
all-
leave me alone! No.
But where's the rest of it?
What do you mean?
You look at his eyes. See? He's little capsule that moves his head round. Put another piece of money in.
Jenny.
Disappear.
What?
You mustn't burn things in your room.
I haven't.
The cleaner found them. What photographs were they, Jenny?
Through the window today, you can see some children preparing to have clothes on various things. It's a fairground, and you can see them through
Does Jenny talk to you, Susan?
No, she's depressed, isn't she? I mean, isn't it awful?
That's why I want to shut up.
Can I go on the pill or the coil?
The pill or the coil? What for?
So I don't have a baby.
Who might give you one?
No one.
No one.
But you never know, do you? I mean, I'm a very passionate person. What are you laughing at?
I'm not laughing, Susan. Believe me. You're 13.
And 3/4.
And a half. Anyone who sleeps with you before you're 16 is breaking the law.
I'm not sleeping with no one, I told you.
Good. Then you don't need the pill or a coil, do you?
There is this guy. Oh, he's ever so nice. Respectable. Parents. One of each. I'm definitely not going to sleep with him. But you know what I mean? Oh, Irene!
I'm listening.
Well, I have been good, haven't I?
Exceptionally. It's making me nervous. Putting you on a pill will encourage you to sleep with him, won't it?
It won't. It's a precaution, innit?
Are you planning to sleep with him? Susan, be honest.
I don't know, do I? I'm not a virgin.
But it's different now, isn't it?
That's why I'm talking to you.
Yes, I know. I'll phone your social worker.
Oh,
It's her decision, not mine.
Oh, can't you do something?
No.
Oh, Irene, please. Oh, you can see how sensible I'm being, can't you? Oh, you understand me so much better than that old cow. I promise
Susan, there's no point in trying to get round me. The answer is no. It needs a lot more discussion.
Discussion! Don't bother. By the time they've had 800 meetings about it, the bloody baby will have started school. So, sometimes I believe that God exists like now. At other less happy
Please.
times. What?
Can you be quiet?
I'm writing the
You
next.
don't have to say it.
I do. Now I've forgotten where I am.
Good.
Have you seen Jenny?
No.
Susan? Where are you going? Susan!
Mr. Potter, come here. Mr. Potter, come here, please. It's Jenny. It's Jenny, Mr. Potter. It's Jenny.
Susie! Hi.
Hi.
Thought you couldn't come out.
I can't. I'm looking for my mate. Is she there?
They're sniffing himself stupid.
Don't look at me. Got nothing on. Look like a scruffy kid.
How old are you?
16 last April.
Oh, piss off, will ya?
Hold up. That little football supporter, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Nickers' friend, isn't it? Yeah, Nickers Mark too.
You come to join the party, have you, love?
Yeah, have a snip on that.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it, darling?
Yeah, more gunge.
More guns.
Oh, darling, please. We don't want a baby now, do we?
Yeah. Go on.
Well, that's enough. That's enough. What's your name?
Nickers Turner.
Yeah, she's cold.
Warm her up, then. Well, pass the bag round. Well, she's a pillhead. Do you suffer from headaches, do you? Got a better cure for them, darling.
Oh. Aren't they gorgeous? Can I have one?
Ow!
Oh! Sorry. I'll kiss it then. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. I will. I promise. Darling. Darling.
Said it before.
I've talked to my parents about going on the pill.
You don't have to. You're 16. Aren't you?
Of course I am.
It's just that one of my mates ended up in the nick. She was 14, her parents went insane.
Of course I am. Do you want to see my birth certificate or something? It's just that they've been so nice. So good to me.
What do they say?
Don't want to think about it. You know, it'll be all right. They're ever so understanding.
What does he do?
Who?
Your father.
He's the social worker.
Bloody hell.
He's all right, though. He takes me for walks. I mean, he took me for walks when I was a kid. When we were in the country. Just him and me. I could get as mucky as I liked. Come on. Let's see if she's over there. I'm cold. You take me to Scotland?
Did you want to harm yourself?
Do you mean kill myself?
Yes. Why are you laughing?
Because it's funny.
Is it?
Please don't touch me. People keep trying to touch me. I went out. I walked. I went into a pub. Drank a drink somebody had left. I played Space Invaders. I walked. I went home. It was like a mirror. Do you know Alice? Not Wonderland.
In the looking glass?
I felt I'd stepped through a mirror. Through what we see. What I've always seen. But you think that's silly?
No, I don't. Have you had that feeling since?
No. All right now.
Would you like to move?
Why? Where? This suits me.
I told you about the emergency assessment meeting. There was a strong feeling it would be best for you to move as soon as possible. There's a place coming up in a long-term children's home, Northwood Park.
Where the good kids go.
Do you know it?
My mate has a place there. Is it hers?
It's no one's place. The officer in charge, though, would
Rod
like...
Stewart.
Sorry? Norman Parker. He'd like to talk to you about it. It's on the other side of the borough, near where you used to live, near Pond Lane Library.
I used to go there every Friday after school.
It's more the atmosphere you're used to. I think you'd fit in there. There's even a small garden. It's one of the gardeners who's leaving, as it happens.
All right. Yes, thank you.
There's only one thing. It's stupid, really, but there's quite a bit of competition to get in. Could you dress as you used to? It sounds dreadful, I know. That's not really you, is it?
Where did your social worker take you?
Tea.
All I get out of mine is a melted Malteser at Christmas.
Here, look.
Never believe how cheap I got them.
Where did you get the money?
Clothing allowance. Nah. Last of that money I nicked. Well, I can't give it back, can I? I've stopped nicking, though. I haven't nicked anything for over a month. Oh, I do feel good. I feel great. I'm a reformed character. What a pleasant surprise, Susan, my English teacher, wrote on my essay. Sarcastic gal.
Oh, Susan.
Let me try them, let me try them. What do you think? Aren't they a giggle? Cheeky?
Don't go out tonight.
It's Saturday night. He's got the tickets. Come with us. Come on. You'll find someone.
got someone.
Andy? I bet when he bangs you, he don't bother to take out his bubble gum.
It's better than that, Thicko.
Enjoy your Horlicks.
I went to Northwood Park this afternoon to see a place. He is like Rod Stewart. The room is lovely, overlooking a chestnut tree. Everything is so clean and quiet. Nothing is broken or written on. There are flowers in the reception. It is lovely.
When you going?
I'm not.
What do you mean? What happened?
I told Rod, Norman, that I was into glue and sexual intercourse.
Oh, yeah?
You should have seen my social worker's face.
You didn't. What the hell did you say that for?
Because it's true.
It's not true. You've only seen Andy 2 or 3 times, and everybody has a sniff of hairspray and cocktail hour. You're not knocked out all day on it, are you?
I have been.
But it's not you, is it?
Don't know what is me anymore.
Anyway, what a bleeding stupid thing to come out with.
Yes. Yes, I suppose so, yes.
What's up?
I really meant to go there. I really did. I really wanted to. I put on these clothes and I cleaned my nails and I polished my shoes, even the instep like I used to. Then when I got there, I found myself saying those things.
I don't know what you're on about. Fancy turning that down. You're crackers. I'd give anything to go there. I've been trying so hard. That was my place. My bloody social worker. You've been so bad, and I've been so good. It's the way you speak. That was my place, wasn't it? It's not fair. It's not fair. My bloody social worker. She does nothing about the pill. The director himself will have to give this serious consideration, Susan. What's a directing her about my sex life? My future happiness? I'll give her serious consideration. That was my place. I'm going out to get screwed.
Yeah, got it. Oh, what a way to start. Oh, juicy one.
Give me one for me.
And your bed.
Good riddance.
Good luck, yeah.
The body was that of a woman in early middle age. And in other respects, insofar as I could ascertain, her health was good. The stomach contained a little food at a late stage of digestion, suggesting a light meal 4 or 5 hours before death. The level of alcohol in the blood was 150 milligrams per cent, or equivalent to the consumption of half a bottle of spirits in the 4 hours before death. Analysis of the stomach disclosed partial digestion of at least 15 tablets. Analysis of whole blood showed high levels of benzodiazepines and their metabolites. These levels indicate that she must have taken at least 20 of the 10 milligram tablets which were found in the flat.
What is your relationship to the deceased?
We were lovers. We were going to get married. She kept putting off telling her daughter. They were very close, and the daughter and I didn't get on. In the end, I broke it off because of that.
Mr. Brent, this is not about anyone's responsibility. but to establish the cause of death. Just answer my questions as simply as you can. Why did you go to Mrs. Barber's flat that Saturday morning?
I received a letter.
Is this the letter, Exhibit B? Mr. Brent.
What's wrong? I've got toothache. What's it look like? I've done my bleeding ankle in, haven't I? Ow! 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 Oh, those bleeding shoes started it. And I fell on it just now getting off the bus.
Why didn't you tell the staff?
Because they'd have me down casualty and I've got to go out.
How can you? You can't walk.
I've got to see him.
You're always seeing him.
I've got to. We did it on Saturday. We made love. It was wonderful. So wonderful. It was horrible. Horrible. We did it in the broom cupboard at the disco. A mop fell on him and I put my foot in a bucket. It was a bit hard to concentrate. Gives a fag. His Durex unrolled and he couldn't get it on proper. It slipped off and we had words. Is that the time? He'll be waiting. Ow! 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 Will you go?
I'm not allowed out.
Why not?
I bunked off school.
You never stopped me going out. Will you ask Doreen, please?
All right.
Tell her that he doesn't know I live here, that she's come from my parents.
You what?
Well, you know what people think about this bloody place. And that I'm 16. That's really important.
Anything else?
Tell him I'm sorry. No, it was his fault. Tell him... Oh, bloody hell. God, I don't know. I'll write him a letter. I only want a page. What should I write?
It's your boyfriend.
Yeah. But you know how to put things. I've never written to a boy before.
My mother could have told you. She wrote lots of letters.
I've never written anything but essays and shopping lists. Dear Diary.
I'll take it.
Oh, you are lovely. I knew you would. Dear Darry, sorry I can't come tonight, but my foot is real bad. I love you, darling. P.S. It was really nice.
She can't come. She sprained her ankle.
I can tell I got 2 tickets for Saturday.
2 tickets for Saturday.
Did she say anything else?
You're going to get into trouble, and so is she.
Trouble?
She's in care, and she's under 16.
In care? She lives with her parents.
She lives at Earl's Lane Assessment Centre. With me. Well, you must have realised.
She lives with her parents. He's a social. How old is she?
13. And if you say I told you, I'll tell the police.
How did he find out? How did he? I know how. He must have followed me here. I've been so happy. So happy.
Come on. Don't be so stupid. How can you love someone like that?
What do you know about it?
He had to find out sometime. If this is his reaction, then he's not much good to you, is he?
Don't you talk about him like that. You never liked him.
Come on, come on. Don't be silly.
Things couldn't last. They always end up like this. Always. I'm pregnant.
What?
I'm pregnant.
Have you seen a doctor?
I know I know.
Oh, don't be stupid. It was only 4 days ago.
I know. As sure as anything I will be. I'm a bloody beaten mother all over again. I can't bear it.
Neither can I. They're moving me.
For going out. You're not going to the lockup. That was my fault too. You're my only friend.
Please stop. Please stop. We're running out of tissues. I'm not going to the lockup.
Where are you going?
Away.
Let's go together. Let's run away together.
Could you reach that for me, please? No, the small one. Thank you. Oh, damn. I know where I've left it at school. It's my mother's sleeping pills. I can't go home without them. I know what they are.
I'm sorry, I can't help you without a prescription.
Of course you can't, no. But I'm in so much of a hurry. Oh, dear. Could you get them ready for me while I run back for it?
It won't take a minute. You get your prescription.
I won't be able to get back until right on 6 o'clock. Please. I've collected them here before. It's for Valium. 10 milligrams, 2 at night. Prescription is always for 100 tablets.
All right. You get your prescription, and I'll have them ready for you.
Thank you ever so much.
What's your mother's name?
Mrs. Barber. The doctor is Dr. Carson Brown.
Right.
God, come on, let's move. Come on.
I've one more thing to get.
Oh, come on. We'll never reach the M1 before dark this rain. We could have been in Scotland by now.
Hey!
I don't want to go to Scotland.
Where do you want to go then?
Go away.
What's up? What's the matter?
We'll find someone to hitch with.
What do you mean? I want to be with you. Jenny!
I killed my mother. I'll kill you.
Where?
I don't know where, do I?
Well, why didn't you go with her?
Because I've given up that kind of immature thing, haven't I? Because she's a shit.
What happened? Look, Susan, she's very unbalanced. If you know where she is, for God's sake, tell me.
Scotland. She's going to Scotland. She took the tube up to Brent Cross. So sometimes I believe that God exists, like now. At other, less happy times, the whole world seems evil and made by the devil, particularly me. Brian! Open the door! Brian! Open the door! Brian! Jenny? Jenny! Jenny. I nearly let you kick it.
Why didn't you?
I don't know. I bought you some chocolates. They all had cases in this ward then. I think I'm going a bit nuts myself. I told Brian everything. Except the nicking. Shall I open them for you? Sorry, I forgot you like playing. What do you think of him? Steve, isn't he gorgeous?
What happened to Derry?
Oh, well. He crawled back. Like they all do, you know. I had to give him the boot. He's so immature, really. What's the matter? Mind my nails? They wouldn't let me come before. I said we're a bad influence on each other. I said, at least we're an influence.
Yes. Yes.
I'm still doing my homework. I got an A for an essay last week. Keep it up, Susan. You have hidden powers of expression. They're having another meeting next week about me going on the coil. Roll on 16.